In the 19th century, William and Catherine Booth sparked a movement, the Salvation Army. They saw ministry opportunities through physical and emotional needs, creating shelters for people experiencing homelessness, soup kitchens for the hungry, and rehabilitation programs for those suffering from drug and alcohol abuse. Over time, they expanded their message of hope worldwide, including our beautiful island of Puerto Rico.
Luego del huracán María, unos días después,
Days after Hurricane Maria hit the island, there was no electricity. I had nothing to do. I worked in restaurants and kitchens. My mom offered me and my husband to go to the Salvation Army in Arecibo, and there we started helping. Before getting there, I was spiritually, emotionally, and physically detached. I was practically an alcoholic. I didn't know what was going on in my life. I found myself in a situation that I didn't know what to do. Naturally, hurricanes are supposed to wash everything, and that's exactly what it did to my life. A cleansing, and it was a restart.
My
arrival at the Salvation Army comes to me due to the Fortissimo program. I had to come to the island with my mom to have a better life, more opportunities. I had never played a musical instrument. I saw that that was something I was passionate about, and it was a talent that I had in me. One of the Salvation Army leaders invited me to participate in a Sunday service, worship. I felt that very same day that something new was about to happen in my life. I was a young boy when I lived in a public housing. And I remember a pastor in the old Caparra Center who visited a retirement home where my mother worked. He stood in front of the kitchen door where my mother worked and prayed with them. That's how my mother first approached the Salvation Army. From that, I kept visiting the Salvation Army. I was a bit older when Hurricane Georges hit the island, and I became a volunteer. I started driving the mobile unit to carry food. Eventually, started working in the Salvation Army in maintenance. Then as a messenger, until an officer who was in the disaster emergency department recommends me to start working in that area. The Salvation Army is an international movement whose mission has remained the same: to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ and to meet human needs without discrimination. At the Salvation Army, we are committed to being a beacon of hope for individuals who need it the most, conveying a message of love and empathy to all.
Today, I'm here in the town of Loíza. Many of the things that we are doing is in service of the community. We distribute food and have been able to visit different places to help. We serve 4 towns here in Loíza, not one. We service Loíza, Canóvanas, Carolina, and Rio Grande.
I am currently the director of the band in the San Juan Corps. I'm a facilitator for people who may not know what the Salvation Army does. I am a tool to help people to perhaps learn new things that they didn't know about themselves. Helping people in times of disaster and every day because they might need help is a great satisfaction. Perhaps we always focus on feeding and helping people and making sure everyone is okay, but emotional and spiritual care is very important. Imagine a future in Puerto Rico where every individual has access to the tools and resources necessary to thrive. We want compassion and selfless service to continue to be the pillars upon which a fairer and more supportive society is built. We will continue to develop programs that provide assistance in times of crisis and empower individuals to reach their full potential.
We will continue to serve no matter what happens. Natural catastrophes or the electricity goes out or whatever the situation, we don't see us just inside these 4 walls, but going out to the community, walking to the houses, reaching different places, bringing love, joy, music, food, whatever the Lord gives us to give forward. That's how we see us.
My goal here is to touch lives and perhaps give the opportunity to get to know the arts, music, drama, dance, and thus be able to touch more lives and continue to carry the word of the Lord through the arts. Listen to me. The youth of this country is great. I invite them to approach the Salvation Army. The Salvation Army has different programs in all the locations we have. Reach out one of our centers and ask about our programs. I assure them that it will change your lives. Believe me, it's going to change your lives. The Salvation Army is where love and action come together to change lives and strengthen communities so that Puerto Rico shines brighter today and always.